Ossington, look at the camera. Hello everyone. This is the first video in the Internet Privacy for Noobs series. It's time for Internet Privacy for Noobs 101.
This is a very important topic. There is lots of dangerous stuff on the internet. You want to make sure that you can keep your privacy and protect yourselves from the bad people
In my
on the
job,
internet.
I'm used to using lots of intimidating jargon, like cryptographic implementation, public key infrastructure, anonymizing proxies, the CIA triad, asymmetric ciphers, transport layer security, certificate authorities, the evolving cyber threat landscape.
I think you should use simple language. Language someone who isn't a cybersecurity nerd would understand. Make things accessible for noobs.
And there's no shame in being a noob. We're all noobs in some areas. I'm a total noob when it comes to theoretical physics. I can't speak a word of Mandarin. I know almost nothing about marine biology. There's no shame in not knowing everything. No one will ever be an expert about everything.
If you don't go to China, maybe you don't have to learn Mandarin, but everyone who uses the internet needs to know how to protect your privacy. It's easier than you think. No computer science PhD
So here are the
necessary.
topics that we'll cover in this series. This video is the 101. The next video is all about encryption. Then we'll talk about ways to encrypt your internet traffic. After that, we'll talk about social media. Then we'll go on to secure communications. Finally, I'll answer some questions people have.
First, why don't we talk about bad stuff people should
Okay,
avoid?
well, let's talk about data breaches. You probably hear about them in the news. A data breach is when sensitive information on computers falls into the hands of people who shouldn't have it. Here's an example. You buy something from a website with your credit card. A cyber attacker does bad stuff to the online store's computers and takes your credit card number. And they take the credit card numbers of everyone else who has bought stuff from that website. Now cyber criminals sell all the credit card numbers on the dark web. Bad people can use your credit card to buy stuff or steal your identity and pretend to be you.
That sounds really scary. What can people do about it?
You have no control over the computers that belong to the store website. Most of the incident response work is the responsibility of the store. But you have an account with the store that's connected to your email address. Sign up for a service like haveibeenpawned.com, which is spelled HAVEIBENPWNED.com. When they know about data breaches that involve your email address, they will email you about it.
Cool.
If you find out your data was breached, you should go to the breached online service, like the store website, and change your password. That way, cyber criminals can't log onto your account with the old password they stole.
Good idea.
Then, if you used your credit card with the breached online store, phone the bank or the credit card company you got your credit card from. Tell them your credit card information was breached. The credit card company can freeze your account so the bad people can't use it anymore. They can try to cancel fraudulent charges. Then they can issue you a new credit card with a new credit card number.
What a relief.
Better yet, you can do what I do. You can buy gift cards from MasterCard or Visa in denominations from $20 to $500 or more. You can use those cards to buy most stuff online. And if your gift card information gets exposed in a breach, cyber criminals won't have access to your banking information. If you spend $60 on a $100 card, the worst they can do is spend the other $40.
That's better than if they stole your bank account.
And there's one more thing you might be able to do.
What's that?
Well, if your online service has 2FA, you should use it.
Tell the people watching what 2FA is. They may not know.
Good idea, Ossington. 2FA stands for Second Factor Authentication. On most of your online accounts, you have at least one factor of authentication, probably your password. But having 2 factors of authentication is even better. If cyber criminals get your password, they wouldn't be enough for them to break into your account. They would need your second factor too.
So what is a second factor?
A second factor could be a device, like a key card or a key fob. But most of us don't have that stuff in our personal lives. But almost all of us have phones. You can use your phone as a second factor.
Cool.
One way you could use your phone for 2FA is by getting the website to send you a text message with a 6 or 7-digit number. The number will expire in anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour. Enter the number in the text message into your online service, and now they have proof that your phone belongs to you.
That's pretty neat.
But here's an even better idea. Sometimes cyber criminals can intercept your text messages.
Oh no!
It's more difficult for cyber criminals to intercept Google Authenticator.
What's Google Authenticator?
It's a free app you can install on your phone.
Only on Google phones?
Not only can you install Google Authenticator on a Google Android phone, you can install Google Authenticator on an Apple iPhone too. In Android, search for Authenticator in the Google Play Store. On an iPhone, search for Google Authenticator in the App Store. Click Install. It's that easy.
That's pretty cool.
Some online services have 2FA. Some unfortunately don't. If your online service doesn't have it, that's too bad. But if they do have 2FA, you should set it up. Go to the settings in your online service, such as Twitter, Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, or your favorite online store. Look through the security settings. See if there's an option for 2FA and select it. Sometimes you can have 2FA as a text message to your phone. Sometimes you can use Google Authenticator for 2FA. That's even better, more secure.
Then if a bad guy steals your password, that's not enough for them to get into your account. They would need your phone too.
So be very careful with your phone. Put a lock code on it and don't lose it.
But what if your phone does get lost?
Well, before your phone gets lost, you should set up a phone tracking service. iPhones have Find Your iPhone. Android phones have Find Your Phone. And some phone security apps, such as Lookout, also have a phone tracking service.
How do you use it?
Well, look through your phone security settings or your security app settings and look for your phone location feature. Turn it on. You can set it up so that if you lose your phone, you can use your computer or your friend's phone to see where it is on a map. You can even remotely lock your phone so whoever finds it can't do anything with it. Remember your password or PIN number for your Find Your Phone service. Maybe write it down on a piece of paper and put it in your drawer at home where only you can access. Don't put the piece of paper in your purse or coat pocket, because then your password can get lost and someone bad could get it.
There's lots of stuff everybody can do so they can use the internet safer.
You bet. You need to protect your computer, your phone, and your sensitive data from bad people and the police.
The police?
Well, remember when Edward Snowden told us the NSA tries to spy on everybody in all countries around the world?
Scary stuff.
We can get to that later. The good news is there's lots of stuff that ordinary people can do to protect themselves. Stay tuned for the rest of the Internet Privacy for Noobs series. But before we finish, I want to thank our generous GoFundMe supporters. Then we can read a fun Wise Old Bear comic. In Wise Old Bear number 1, a little giraffe gets a scary email.
Stay tuned for after this short break where we thank our generous sponsors.
Thank you, lovely sponsors. I'd like to thank Chris J., Fergus Cooney, Ned Pyle, Mario Vilas, Keely Hink, David Willingham, CJ Forium, Sean Hooper, Eric Sherman, Jeffrey Pollitt, Peter Davidowicz, I'm sorry if I mispronounced her name, Tony Hunt, Lorenzo Castro, Lauren Brennan, and Brian McGee. We appreciate your support. So please, if you would like to support this show, go to our GoFundMe site and your name can be here. I will make sure that the link is in the description of this video, and there'll also be links for haveibeenpawned.com. so that you can protect yourself from internet threats. So thank you very much, folks, and now we're on to a wise old bear comic.
Hey, wise old bear, I just got a scary email. Have a look. The email is from my bank. My account key has expired. I gotta click on this link and fix the problem. The link says HTTPS, so I know this is safe. No, little giraffe, don't touch that link. Phone your bank. HTTPS, or seeing a lock, just encrypts your data. The website could still belong to a bad guy. Bad guy gets the data you give them decrypted. They pretend to be your bank. They take your money. You saved my hooves. Thank you, wise old bear.